is me, Hassan Ali. I'm the marketing specialist for North America. Some of you guys may already know Greg Onoprienko. He's our regional sales manager in Canada. He's based out of Toronto. And lastly, on this call for this presentation is Herwin Sampson, our technical sales engineer. Both Herwin and I are based out of KeepItSafe global headquarters in Hollywood, California. The way the call goes today is we'll have Greg go over the partner presentation. Herwin will handle some of the technical questions and go through that process. And I will be going over some of the marketing things to help you grow your business. Lastly, we'll be taking some questions, so feel free to chat your questions in the chat box. At the very end, we'll be going over your questions. And now I hand it over to Greg.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you taking the time out to join us today. This is the first ever KeepItSafe Canadian partner presentation and webinar. Glad you could make it. We're going to cover some exciting topics. Some of you may be aware of some of the things that we're talking about, but really this is our first opportunity to address everyone as a group. So again, happy you could join us. Just to cover the agenda for you, we're just going to give you a refresher on KeepItSafe. Some of you are familiar with us. Some of this may be brand new for you. We're going to talk about the service portfolio, give you an overview of the partner program, and give you a sneak peek into the next 90 days with what we're up to here. So let's get started. Just to introduce myself, again, it's Greg Onoprienko. I'm the regional sales manager for Canada, and I came to KeepItSafe via my experience with Eternity Business Continuity Consultants, which is a company I founded and was president of for the last 10 years. Eternity is based in Toronto. We sold worldwide, mostly in the Canadian market though, and we built a great cloud backup and recovery business. And we were acquired by J2 Global and KeepItSafe late last year. And I realized that J2 Global and KeepItSafe was a great organization, and I've been fortunate enough to stay on board and manage the sales business in Canada. So that's my story. Some of you are familiar with me, but some of you will get to know me, and I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. So let's get everybody on the same page first. Let's talk about J2 Global. Because J2 Global is the parent company of KeepItSafe, and J2 Global is a remarkable story in itself. J2 Global is based in Hollywood, California, global headquarters. Their Canadian headquarters are in Ottawa, and they are a great success story. This is an exploding company, approaching $600 million in revenue this year. We've had 18 consecutive years of revenue growth. And it seems like every time we have an earnings call, we're announcing record-breaking revenue for the quarter. We are a publicly traded company, and the stock is doing extremely well, extremely financially stable. I encourage everyone to log online just for a couple of minutes and do some homework on J2 Global. Certainly you'll be impressed with the results. And I guess most relevant to everybody on the call today is we're talking about KeepItSafe. KeepItSafe is one of many products and divisions within the J2 Global umbrella. Some of you may know J2 Global because of the eFax business. Really, they're the world leader in electronic faxing, but there are some other divisions as well. eVoice, as you can see across the bottom there. FuseMail, which is a hosted email, hosted exchange service. Campaigner is hosted email marketing. KeepItSafe, of course, is us. OneBox is a centralized conference calling service. And Ziff Davis is the media division. So a lot of great divisions that make up J2 Global. Let's zero in on KeepItSafe, probably the most exciting part of J2 Global in my estimation. So who is KeepItSafe? Some of you have gotten to know us over the last several months. Some of you are brand new to us, so let's make sure everybody is on the same page. We are one of the fastest growing online backup companies in the world. 20,000 customers, 9 different countries, explosive growth. Just to give you an idea of the type of revenue growth that we've seen, and these numbers are all public, by the way. In 2010, KeepItSafe's revenue was 1.7 million. In 2013, going into 2014, our annualized revenue is approaching $55 million. So If that's not explosive growth, I don't know what is. We are extremely successful. We're one of the only companies out there that really takes full responsibility for all data backup and restore activities. A lot of other service providers will really offer up more of a self-service portal, or they might assist if the going gets rough with your own restore efforts. But KeepItSafe really likes to manage the entire process, reducing the burden and responsibility on the partners and customers. We offer, as a partner program, world-class support. We're going to tell you all about this. Complementary marketing services and zero installation fees, just some of the things that make us unique. And we've already talked about where we're located with our offices. Hassan? So we've got a real simple objective in Canada. It's KeepItSafe's goal to become the leading cloud backup and disaster recovery service provider in this market. And we have the means and the commitment to achieve that. As you guys are all aware, the Canadian market is mostly comprised of local service providers and regional players. There are some national companies and companies like the telcos, Bell and TELUS and Rogers and the like that do have presence across Canada with their data backup services, but none of them are really succeeding at it, certainly not on a large scale. KeepItSafe sees this opportunity, and we are really excited to step up to the plate and become that dominant provider in this market. And the next slide will kind of illustrate some of the things that we're talking about. KeepItSafe acquired 4 service providers late last year. So again, KeepItSafe was not in the Canadian market before October of last year. We've since gone through 4 acquisitions, and some of you guys have come to us through those acquisitions. Eternity Business Continuity Consultants was one, IT Storage was another, eBackup and Backup Manager, both out of Alberta, were the others. So some of you have come to us via those acquisitions. But we are very serious about taking hold of this market. Really, this press release went out in April of this past year. And to demonstrate our commitment, we've got a couple of great quotes from Hemi Zucker, who's the CEO of J2 Global, and Jonathan Crow, who's the Managing Director for KeepItSafe. If you read through those quotes, you'll see that they're very serious and very committed to succeeding in this market. And please, if you haven't already, please go onto our website and take a look at this full press release, because it'll give you all the details and just so you can better understand what our intentions are in Canada. So you know about our offices, but let's talk about our data center presence, because I know this is one of the questions that I fielded the most. Since I came on board, everybody wants to know where the data is going to reside. And I can proudly say that all that data that you guys back up to us and trust will stay within the Canadian borders. If you choose, you can choose to park it elsewhere, but for those that are very concerned about it leaving Canada, I assure you it stays within Canada. Our primary data center is based in the Toronto area. It's actually just outside of Toronto in Mississauga. And we also have another facility out in Vancouver where the data is replicated as well. We've chosen the very best data centers we could. Both of these data centers are operated by CenturyLink, which is a real large successful telco out of the U.S. CenturyLink bought Savvis, which was a global data center service provider, and they've since invested millions and millions of dollars in these couple of facilities. But these really are some of the best facilities available in the country. They deliver all of the protection that you would expect in a world-class data center, all the security, redundancy, connectivity, fire suppression, cooling, all the things that you would expect to see in a world-class data center exist in these facilities. If you're local to us in the Toronto or Vancouver markets, we'd be happy to walk you through the building. If you're not quite up for a tour but you want to read some more about it, we've got some nice literature, some marketing brochures that we can send over to you, and we're happy to get you all the information and certifications and such that you would require. Give you a snapshot of some of the Canadian clients that KeepItSafe is privileged enough to serve. A lot of these logos are going to be household names to you. The purpose here is to show you that we have a well-established customer base in Canada. Obviously, we've acquired these customers through our acquisitions, but these are all examples of customers that have been with us, most of them for a very, very long time. They've trusted us with protecting their data, and you know, some of these names are pretty large companies. You can expect that their expectations of us are high, and we've managed to deliver and exceed those expectations over the years, and we will continue to do so. So that's the quick tour of KeepItSafe and J2 Global. We're going to move on to talk about our solutions now. Keep in mind that if you do have questions, please keep them till the end. We'll be happy to stay online as long as we need to and answer everybody's questions. So if you have a question, please type it in the chat box, and we'll get to it very shortly. Let's move on and talk about the solutions portfolio. So really our offering covers three different aspects. The one that most of you are going to be familiar with is our online backup offering. So we call that KeepItSafe Online Backup. We've got two different versions of it based on the size and requirements of the opportunity. But this is really about backing up a customer's data, storing it safely and securely in our facilities, and returning that data back to them at their own location on demand. For those who have a slightly more enhanced requirement where they actually want to be able to not just restore the data back to their original location, but they actually want to be able to fail over systems and run from a different technology, we would recommend KeepItSafe DR. So KeepItSafe DR is a service that allows you to either fail over to our on-site dedicated appliance that we would install at each customer location, or you can fail over and run it out of the KeepItSafe cloud. All right, we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Finally, the third service that we offer in our portfolio is called KeepItSafe Mobile. This is a service completely dedicated to protecting mobile devices, cell phones, tablets, laptops, and we are just about ready to launch this in Canada. Stay tuned for more details. Let's talk about KeepItSafe's online backup service. Again, this is the one that most of you are going to be familiar with because you're probably already running it in your own with your own customers. This is a service that backs up the data from the customer location, backs it up through the cloud, and parks it safely and securely in our data centers here. Okay, so again, we've got two versions of the service. One that's really dedicated more for the SMB space, and more for there's an enterprise version of the service that is really designed for larger accounts or accounts that have slightly higher expectations and need just a little bit more functionality. All right, but both services operate essentially the same way. We install that service on-site at the customer premises. It would either get installed on each of the servers or devices being backed up in the SMB version, or it's actually installed on a dedicated hardware appliance in the enterprise version. We complete that first backup once we acknowledge that the backup has completed successfully, that very first backup, and we've tested everything. All of the future backups are just the changes from the day before, so there's very little traffic actually going over the internet, just the changes. Everything is compressed and deduplicated before it's transmitted across, and of course the data is encrypted before it leaves the customer premise, which is extremely important. Security obviously is top of the mind for every partner and customer out there. Everything is encrypted. We don't possess the encryption keys. You do or your customers do, and we want to keep it that way. Because if the encryption keys are lost, then we can't get to the data either, and we got to start all over again. So very important you guys keep those keys secure. Data gets backed up, parked in our data centers here. As you can see, the Toronto and Vancouver data centers in the diagram there. They're replicated between those facilities, so the data is always in more than one place. We've always got it secure. There's obviously copies of data that remain on site at the customer site. There's copies of data that reside in Toronto. There's more copies of data that reside in Vancouver. Your data is highly available at all times. So when the time comes to restore, you've got different restore options, obviously. You can restore, in most cases, you get to restore from the local appliance. So Hassan, whenever possible, we're going to restore that data locally. So we're going to keep a copy of that data sitting on site to facilitate, restores over the local network, which are the easiest and fastest to do. If for whatever reason the data is not sitting locally, we're going to send it back to you over the internet. You know, if the file is small enough and it can be returned quickly enough, we'll just send it online. But if we're talking about a major failure, where hundreds of gigabytes or terabytes of data, we're not going to attempt to send that data back over the internet. We're going to ship it to you on a drive, get it to the customer premises, and then once that data and that drive arrive, you would contact KeepItSafe support, and we will take over at that point, and we will manage that entire restore process until the data is completely back up and the system is running again. Again, we assume responsibility for all aspects of system restores. And that's the online backup service, again, returning data back to the customer premise. For those situations and requirements where that's not quite enough and you actually want the ability to fail over and run from a different system, KeepItSafe DR is the answer here. Okay, so this gives you that extra functionality. So if the customer systems on site are crashing and you need to restore someplace else, we would actually install with the service one of our dedicated hardware appliances with everything preloaded and pre-running on it. And again, if there's an issue, you would contact KeepItSafe. We would start the restore activity. We would ask you a simple question. Do you want us to restore these systems on site to run from our appliance, or would you like us to restore these systems into the KeepItSafe cloud and run from the KeepItSafe data center and reconnect your users that way? The great thing is there's no extra cost. It makes no difference to us which option is chosen. It's all part of the service package, and we would just do whatever makes the most sense at that point in the process here. So again, we're installing that appliance on site to have that ability to run those servers, those virtual servers on site for you. We're backing up, the files and the snapshots of the servers themselves, the virtual images, so we can do this very, very fast and successfully. It's a great service, provides a higher level of availability. It's a little pricier than the online backup service, but with the extra functionality that you gain, it really is great value. So if you're interested in learning more about either of these services, please contact us, and we'll take it from there. So again, we've talked about the company, we've talked about the solutions. Let's go into the partner program here, because some of this might be new for you guys. There's some real advantages to becoming a KeepItSafe partner here, and these things are all extended to you automatically as members of the KeepItSafe partner program. First thing we're going to talk about is there's two models. You can join us as a wholesale partner or as a referral partner, and the differences in the partnerships are as follows. As a wholesale partner, you would bring your customers. You would install the service on site with your customers. We would bill you for the services each month, and you would turn around and invoice your customers. So really, we're that kind of behind the scenes. You've got the buffer between us and your customer. We're invoicing and collecting from you. You're invoicing and collecting from your customers, and you always maintain that primary relationship with your customers. In the referral partner model, this is more of you're passing leads to us. We're taking the wheel. We are actually signing up the customer under KeepItSafe agreements, and we're passing you a quarterly commission as a percentage of the revenue that we're billing your customer. Okay, so two different types of models, two different compensation types. It all depends on how involved you want to get with your own customers. You want to do the billing and collecting and customer service and management, or you'd rather pass that along to us and just collect a quarterly commission. We can do it both ways. The second point we want to talk about are dedicated account managers. So if you haven't heard from your dedicated account manager already, you will soon. Every partner and every customer has a dedicated account manager. The account management team is managed out of global headquarters in Hollywood, California. They are really your point of contact. If you need to get to any type of support request or any help, any assistance with sales activities, your account manager will get you there. And we're going to put up some contact information shortly to teach you how to get a hold of us when you need us. The third point with the partner program is technical expertise available on demand. So you've already seen Herwin's name pop up on the introductory slide there. Herwin really is that pre-sales engineer, so if you need help with just answering general technical questions, or you need help maybe talking with one of your customers, if they've got technical questions, it would be Herwin and his team that would assist you. If we're talking about issues, disasters, emergency responses, slightly different way to do it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. but technical expertise for sales opportunities definitely available to you when you need it. The next point talks about the fully managed and monitored service. We've already touched on this point. KeepItSafe is doing all aspects of the backup and restore activities for you. Again, a lot of other competitors to us will maybe just build you a portal and kind of let you manage it yourself. Not to say that we can't let you manage those aspects of backup and restore. We'll let you get as involved as you need to be. But if you prefer to sit back and let us do all the heavy lifting, we're happy to do that for you. And we're proactively monitoring all the backups as well. So every night, obviously, we're getting backup reports. We're sharing those reports with you. If there's any issues or glitches that we see, we're taking those proactive actions to make sure that we're in front of these issues, that the issues are being handled very quickly and effectively, and that no issues are going to persist. Next point talks about complementary marketing services. So we actually offer free marketing services to help our partners build their business. And Hassan is going to talk a little bit more about that on the next slide. Next up is world-class support available 24/7. So it's very simple. Our support team works around the clock. We've got support teams in Canada, in the U.S., in Europe, and these guys literally stay up all day and all night watching screens, handling calls, making sure that our customers get their data back at any minute, at any time of the day. Dedicated people, they're all trained up, they're all certified, they're here to service you, and they do a really great job. Final point is an aggressive pricing model. So I've told you about J2 Global and the financial stability of that organization. I've told you that KeepItSafe is already on track for a $55 million annualized run rate of revenue. It's very simple. When we have this type of financial success and deep pockets like we do, that enables us to get very, very aggressive with the pricing that we bring to market. And we're continuously evolving our pricing and staying in touch with the competitive landscape. And you'll start to see some pricing model updates and changes over the next several months. Trust us, we're very in tune with the competitive market there, and we are committed to making our pricing as aggressive as possible to give you guys the competitive advantage you need to win in your marketplaces. So I'm going to allow Hassan to explain the marketing services that are available to you. Personally, I think this is one of the hidden gems of our partner program. Most service providers will not do marketing for you, or at least they won't do it at no charge. We've got a marketing team ready, willing, and able to help you with your marketing efforts. There's a lot of different things we can help you with. Hassan's going to walk you through it right now.
Thanks, Greg. Absolutely. Like Greg said, marketing is a hidden gem within the KeepItSafe partner program. The whole partner program, and specifically the marketing portion of it, is designed to help you succeed. We have an internal saying within the marketing team here at KeepItSafe. Our whole goal, can basically be summed up in one simple slogan: if you grow, we grow. So we're invested in your success, and we want to put our money where our mouth is, and ensure that you're able to reach out to your end users, get them on board. Because if you do well, we do well, and so we want to make that very, very clear. Among the various things you get as part of being a KeepItSafe partner, you get co-branded collateral. That's something some companies do, some companies don't. That's standard across the board with KeepItSafe. It's absolutely complementary. So with our online backup product, our disaster recovery solution, and soon to be our mobile solution, we will provide you with co-branded collateral that'll have your logo, your contact information. So they'll be able, the prospects and direct customers will be able to contact you directly. And if you don't want us involved, we don't have to get involved. Additionally, you get a complimentary email marketing service account. It's one of our sister brands. It's called Campaigner. And this is a fantastic tool. I absolutely love this. It's very similar to Constant Contact and MailChimp and some of the other email marketing systems that some of you guys might have been familiar with or are familiar with. So it's very simple, and there are two major things that I push with Campaigner. It's a great tool to keep in touch with your existing customer base. And many of you have many, many customers, some of which require a lot of day-to-day communication. This is great for that. But for a lot of customers, you're their IT guy, quote unquote. And at the end of a year, they're essentially paying a bill, or they're paying a bill every 2 or 3 months or every month. And what you don't want to end up being to them is a bill and is a service that it's a payment that they're making. So with Campaigner, it's a great tool to keep in touch with the existing customer base. Among the best practices, you can send them, monthly emails. I probably wouldn't recommend anything more frequent than that. But for example, if you send monthly emails, we have co-branded templates that you can send out. And additionally, I would recommend you can work with us or you can work on your own. Come up with some best practices for them. 10 things that they should know about the IT industry, stuff like that. So Campaigner is fantastic to keep in touch with the existing customer base. Point number 2 with Campaigner. If you have an existing prospect list, you can load it onto Campaigner and send email blasts out. Like I mentioned, we have co-branded Campaigner email templates. You can put your logo, you can put their contact information, and we have positioned how we market online backup and disaster recovery and how we will market mobile. You can change that to customize that to your liking, but we've provided you with a recommended way of us doing it. Additionally, some of the other things that you guys can get, we can come up with customized collateral for you. So say you're going to an event and you want something designed specifically for an event. You're going to a law show, or you're going to a trade show, whatever it may be. Just give me a call. I'm your KeepItSafe marketing representative in North America. And I'll work with you to come up with some collateral that works specifically for the event, for the occasion, come up with the tone, the messaging, all of that. So think of me and think of KeepItSafe as an extension of your marketing team. We can come up with some website content for you. We can even do some joint event management as a whole. Like Greg was saying, the marketing portion within the partner program is a real hidden gem. We want to get it out there. And I highly encourage you to take advantage of it. If you don't have a Campaigner account already, do contact me after the call. We'll provide you with some contact information on some of the slides, upcoming slides. And I'll set you up with a Campaigner account right away, as well as some co-branded marketing collateral. And now I'm going to pass it on to Herwin, our IT support sales engineer, and he will be going over some of that.
Hi. What I want to touch on, and the key here to understand, is what we offer is a fully managed and monitored solution. So think of us as an extension of your support team. Our engineers are fully trained and certified. They scrub logs daily, so you don't have to. If there's an issue, we'll contact you. If there's any optimizations we can make regarding your backups, we'll definitely do that, and then contact your team. We offer 24/7 support, as Greg said. Whatever time you have an issue, just go ahead and email or call our 888 number, which will be coming up soon here, and we can help you with any issues. Almost all of our emails are answered within the same day. 95% of our calls are answered within a few minutes. And on this proactive reporting, there are daily backup reports that are sent to each user. These are the logs that we scrub on a daily basis. And again, if there's an issue, if there's something that we can resolve straight away, we'll do that. If not, we'll contact your team and take steps from there. And also, we are ISO 27000 certified here at our data center. And what we here at KeepSafe, we are committed to supporting you. And again, think of us as an extension of your own team. We'll go as far as contacting your customers on your behalf, or we'll just deal directly with your team. For each call and each email that's sent to us, we actually create a Salesforce ticket, and we use that to track any events up to the resolution of your case. The SLAs are established, and we are measuring the performance of each of our techs on a daily basis. And again, here, this is how you would contact us. You can simply send an email to support@keepitsafe.ca. Also, you can get us on the phone at 888-965-9988. Please email us or call us for any and all questions or concerns. And included under this umbrella is any questions regarding account management or marketing. You can contact us there with any of those questions as well. And again, as Greg said earlier, you should be hearing, if you have not already, heard from your dedicated account manager. So this will be your single point of contact. All right, and Greg?
Thank you, sir. We're in the home stretch here, folks. So let's finish the presentation with giving you just a short window into what's just around the corner with us. First up, we want to talk to you about improved invoicing and reporting for those current KeepItSafe customers. We apologize for any snags in the invoicing and reporting over the last several months. As you can imagine, with the acquisitions that we've done, we're trying to integrate a number of different companies with their invoicing processes and their reporting into a single consolidated platform. And we can commit to you that if you've had issues in the past, they will shortly go away. The team in Hollywood and in Ireland is working behind the scenes to consolidate all the reporting and get the invoices in a format that you appreciate. So again, if you thought we weren't paying attention, we absolutely are. Please sit tight for another 30 to 60 days until we get these invoices correct with all the reporting and statistics that you would look forward to seeing. We're almost there. As we grow, we need more staff. So if you've already met some of the account managers, we're adding a lot more. There's already been a lot of support staff added recently, and there's more to come. It's really exciting to be working for an organization that is growing as quickly as we are. It's a lot of fun. Customers are joining us every day, partners are joining us every day, and simply we have to add the staff to keep up with the growth. And the one thing about our company is literally we were interviewing people every day to join our team. And if actually you know anybody that would be interested in joining the KeepItSafe team, please put them in touch with us. Number 3, we've got an amazing new mobile service about to launch. In fact, we did launch it in the U.S., and it'll be launching in Canada in the next couple of weeks. This is a service that is designed to protect all mobile devices, so your phones, your laptops, your tablet computers, but it goes beyond just backup. It's not just backup for those devices, but it actually provides you with the ability to manage those devices remotely and provide security to those devices and perform tasks such as remote wiping a device in the event of theft or loss. So there's a lot of great functionality built into these services here. Please stay tuned over the next 30 days for the announcements coming out, and we're happy to educate you and so you can learn more, and we'll get you the pricing models and everything so you can start talking about this service with your customers. Next up, we want to reward you for doing a good job and growing with us. So we are on the verge of launching a partner contest for Q3. So to take us through July, August, and September. Details are being finalized, but all I can tell you at this point in time is that if you like warm and sunny places in the winter and you like live sporting events, you're going to love this contest. Please stay tuned. Finally, we are hosting the first ever KeepItSafe Partner Conference in Toronto. For those partners out west, please be patient. Your event is coming soon, but the Toronto group is up first on the calendar. Hassan? We'd like to announce that on July 23rd, which is a Wednesday, from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., we'd like to invite each and every one of you, plus all of your colleagues, to join us for a day and learn about KeepItSafe. We're going to cover the stuff that we've talked about on this call, but in much more detail. We're going to take a deeper dive into the solutions, into the functionality. We're going to walk you through all the pricing models. We're going to talk about the different services that are available to you, and how, most importantly, how we can work together to help make you successful. So this date is set. Over the next week or so, you're going to see invitations come out. Again, this is a live face-to-face event. We hope you can join us in person. because we look forward to meeting every one of you and shaking hands with you and sitting down and spending some time to get to know each other. So we really appreciate your contributions in your business to date. Let's get together for a day and hammer out some new ways and more exciting ways to be successful together. And that brings us to the conclusion of our slide presentation. Thank you very much for sitting through it, and we'd like to open up the floor to questions now. Please type your questions in the chat box, and we will get to them in order.
Thanks, Greg. All right, so I have a couple of questions, and I will repeat them for everybody to hear. First question. This is probably for Greg. With the referral model, is there a minimum revenue level before KeepItSafe will take the client directly?
That's an interesting question, and the answer is no. There's no minimum revenue, watermark that needs to be crossed. Sorry, Hassan, that was as a referral partner, correct?
Yeah, in the referral model.
In the referral model, so no minimum revenue, and it's not about KeepItSafe stealing those customers away from you or anything of the sort. As long as that agreement is in place, the partner will get compensated accordingly, whether it's a large deal or a small deal. You get a percentage of that revenue each quarter.
Okay. Second question. There is a question about pricing. That's pretty much it. Some partners would like to know some additional information about pricing.
Okay, so what I can say as a kind of a blanket answer to that question is, again, through all the acquisitions, there's a lot of different pricing models that are in place right now, but we are trying to streamline everybody to a common KeepItSafe pricing model. Information about that pricing model will be coming out shortly. We're trying to obviously do this, transition it as peacefully as possible here. So we're working on a consolidated pricing model, and we're working on getting it as aggressive as possible. So I would say contact us offline, and over the next weeks, we're going to be kind of transitioning people as it makes sense to. We'll give you more details as you contact us.
Okay. Another question. When will the mobile product be available for reselling?
So the launch is coming late July in Canada. However, if you've got interest in it now and you'd like to learn about it in advance of that launch, please contact us, and we'll do our best to give you the information that you're looking for and kind of get you trained in advance, so that when it does launch and is available for sale, you'll be first in line to do it. It's a great solution. As I said, it's already been launched in the U.S. and we're just working through some of the, frankly, we're working through some of the, some of the kinks to get that launch going, and it'll be ready for sale in Canada late July.
Okay, and I think a final question, and it's basically around the point of the reseller would like to know that we're sure that the data does not leave Canada and it's housed within Canadian soil.
As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, all of that data stays within Canada. It's either it goes to the Toronto facility and is replicated to the Vancouver facility, but it never leaves Canada at any point.
Okay, I think that's about it in terms of questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to email us. You can always use support@keepitsafe.ca as your go-to email address for any and all questions. And once again, I'd like to thank everybody for taking out time of their busy day, busy morning, busy afternoon to learn about KeepItSafe and our partner program. We're really excited that you joined us in our first webinar for the Canadian partners. And we look forward to seeing you at the event in Toronto and during future webinars. For more information about upcoming events, visit KeepItSafe.ca. Near the bottom of the website, there is a latest news and events link, and some more information about the latest news and events pertinent to KeepItSafe. I'd like to thank all of you guys once again for your support. Again, the motto is if you grow, we grow. Herwin, Greg, we're all here to help you grow. We're all here to support you and myself. I just want to thank you for your time. Thanks so much.